To further improve the capabilities of its existing mechanized assets, the Philippine Army has raised a project to upgrade the firepower capabilities of its tracked armored vehicles. The M113 APC firepower upgrade project was then among those included in the Horizon 2 phase of the revised AFP modernization program. The goal was to gradually improve the firepower of its M113-based armored vehicles based on the limited budget provided to the service. The original plan was to improve the firepower capabilities of at least 32 units of its M113A2 tracked armored personnel carriers, selected from those that were not upgraded by other projects. These 32 units will receive M134 minigun 7, 62 by 51 mm Gatling guns, which will be acquired from the US and installed locally. In addition, all 32 vehicles will have protected armored canopy that can fit the barrel of the M134 minigun, as well as improved communications equipment and other improvements. The budget for this plan was PHP 288 million.00, which was small especially when compared to other projects. But lessons learned from the Battle of Marawi in 2017 made the Philippine Army rethink on its plan. It was found that 7.62 mm machine gun rounds are ineffective against concrete walls, and even 12.7 mm heavy machine gun rounds have the same effects. Thus, a revised plan was made to instead use larger caliber guns, like the 25 mm autocannon, which will be more powerful against concrete structures than the 12.7 mm heavy machine gun, while also capable of destroying typical light armored vehicles. The Philippine Army currently has a small fleet of Turkish-made ACV-300, now ACV-15, Advanced Armored Personnel Carrier, AAPC, acquired from Turkish company FNSS. These vehicles were acquired less than 10 years ago under the old AFP modernization program covered by RA 7898 and are considered to be the youngest armored vehicles in the Philippine Army, despite the procurement made before those assets acquired during the Horizon 1 phase. 6 units were acquired from FNSS, or was supposed to be the first batch of the proposed new fleet of new tracked armored personnel carriers for the Philippine Army. While the performance of these vehicles were great, the Philippine Army realized that they are in need of hundreds of armored vehicles, yet their budget is only good for a few dozen. Instead of purchasing more ACV-300s from FNSS, the Philippine Army decided to use the budget to acquire upgraded M113A2s, which were contracted to Elbit Systems Land and C4I, and to request the U.S. government for used M113A2 tracked armored vehicles under the U.S. Excess Defense Articles (EDA) program. Part of the funds for the new APCs were used for logistics, repair, and shipping 114 M113A2 armored vehicles from the U.S. to the Philippines. While the ACV-300 appear to be similar to the M113 series of tracked armored vehicles, it is in fact closer to the FMC Armored Infantry Fighting Vehicle, AIFV, more commonly known as the YPR 765 after the Dutch examples, which has some minimal improvements over the M113 family, like additional armor, sloped rear section, and enclosed turret, main weapon. The PA Mid ACV-300 tracked APCs are armed with an 12.7 mm M2 heavy machine gun on an armored ACAV main mount. Aside from the 6 APCs, the PA Mid also has one unit of armored recovery vehicle acquired separately under an earlier deal,